everyone, Charlene Bauer, Ladies Off-Road Network, and we are live at 5, but actually it's 3 o'clock because I changed the time. Look at this, we are at our Spring Skills Camp location. I am so excited about this. Yes, so it's a little chilly right now, but I checked the weather and it's all gone tomorrow by the time everybody starts to show up. So, very exciting times. But the big news of tonight, is the release of the Ladies Co-Driver Challenge. What? 2023, can I get some hearts? Please throw me some hearts. This is a crazy moment in time. I think there was a long time ago I said I'm never doing this again. Yeah, never say never, my friends. Never say never, because that just all goes downhill. So we need to start with the history lesson. And if you're in the Ladies Off-Road Challenge right now, you now have access to the Ladies Co-Driver Challenge. It's a bonus at the top of the 10 challenges page. Everything from the challenge is now released. So all 10 challenges you have access to. All 10 challenges have live videos to them. Even the bonus for the social media, even the bonus for the Co-Driver Challenge. Every single thing is sitting in there for you already. You can jump in and you can get after it right now. If you're not a part of the Ladies Off-Road Challenge yet, why not? Everybody throw an O face for the people that aren't yet. Why not? You still can. You can still join the challenge anytime, and if you run across a friend in a month, they can still join the challenge. It's ladiesoffroadchallenge.com, and you can join in and get all of this huge education. Like somebody, I don't want to scare anybody off, but somebody's like, man, I feel like I just signed up for 18 credits of college points right now, right? It's pretty aggressive. But there's so much education built into it, and that is the point. That is why you're part of Ladies Off-Road Network to begin with. Okay. I gotta go to the Ladies Co-Driver Challenge though, and what is the big deal and why does it matter? Many of you are new to Ladies Off-Road Network and may not understand the history behind why this is such a big deal. The history is, let's roll it back to 2016. 2016, I was burnt out, I hated my job, I didn't want to do it anymore, I just wanted I just wanted a paycheck and health insurance. Like, those are cool things, and if you own your own business, you completely understand what I'm saying right now. And if you don't, well, appreciate your paycheck and your health insurance. So at that point, I'm like, I'm over it, I'm done, but I own my own business. Like, you can't quit yourself, right? How do you do that? It's like failing. It's like all these emotions and all these things, and you have to deal with them. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm done. And so it's 7 years into Bauer Media and 22 years of working in the off-road industry, I was gonna take a time out. And with that, I always told myself, if I ever quit my job, I'm also leaving the industry. So I was leaving completely. I'm like, well, I'm gonna take advantage of all of these rad things that I had the opportunity to participate in and never had the time, because I always made an excuse. I was too busy, or I didn't have the money, or I didn't have the time, or whatever that excuse was. Like, you guys have excuses you make all the time for the reasons why you don't take the time to do cool things for yourself and refill your bucket. And I had been doing that. I was guilty as charged. So with that being said, I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes to the opportunities that come up. And that was what my scene was going to look like. And so I did it. And 3 massive opportunities came our way. And then I'm like, who's going to be my co-driver? And I had a bunch of cool friends. And I'm like, oh, we could totally load these vehicles and we could go out and win and show them what's up. But that wasn't the point. And it still today is not the point of anything I do. Yes, I found out in 2016 I'm extremely competitive. That I found out about myself. But I'm going to say we're not going to win, which is a lie, because of course we want to win. But that want to win is also desire, and that's attitude, and that's personality, and that's trying the best you can every single day at what you're doing. And so that's what we did during 2016. And so I put this co-driver challenge together to find other ladies that were like me. that had burnt out, that needed something. They needed a refresh. They needed that bucket stirred, right? They needed something that was going to make a difference. And so I put this whole plan together, and it was like, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And in my mind, I'm like, only 10 people will enter. It'll be great, because then I just got to reach out to the 10 people and say, okay, so do you have enough vacation time to hang out with me? And that was the plan, right? That was my grand plan. Well, my grand plan got a little exploded, and 91 women from all over the country entered to be my co-driver. And it was this big deal. Deep breath, because I'm like, oh my gosh, good thing I have a plan. And so we executed the plan, and it went really, really well. And I'm super proud of how that went down. And so in 2016, and this story will be online on our website here shortly, but if you're in the challenge, you already have it available for you to read. And so it executed itself, right? So that was 2016. At the end of 2016, remember, I'm quitting my job, like I'm quitting my business, I'm done. And so I'm running my contracts out that I had with everybody. And at the end of 2016, I get this phone call from Barbara Rainey from the Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Fame. And she's like, hey, Charlene, you've been nominated as the Rising Star in the industry category. And I'm like, is that right? Did you know that a couple weeks ago when I called you and said that I'm not taking contracts anymore and I'm shutting down the business? She's like, I did. And that's why I told you to breathe and don't do anything crazy. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, fine. So I called my parents a couple minutes later, and we were all excited about it and like, okay, this will be fun. Super nice. Yay. And then I'm like, but what do I do here? Because do I just like take my resignation up to the podium if I do win the award and say, hey, thanks for believing in me, but peace out? And so it was a changing moment. And thanks to my mom and dad and the people around me that were watching what had happened with the Co-Driver Challenge during that year, we decided, hey, let's go forward. Let's go forward. Let's give it a year. I committed to 1 year of what is today called Ladies Off-Road Network. It wasn't called that originally. That's another history lesson. and so I'm like, okay, fine. So in 2018, we did the Co-Driver Challenge again. Again, this is just the history of Co-Driver Challenge. And so we did it again in 2017. So that was 16. 2017, we did the Co-Driver Challenge again. And that entire year was just market research for me. Like, what do you ladies want? What matters to you? And you know I do this all the time with everybody, but it was really important at the time to understand how this was going to go down. And that is what we based, that whole year is what we base all of our activities around today, was my market research that I did. In 2017, we had another amazing event opportunity for everybody in the Co-Driver Challenge. And then 2018 came around and we did it again. And so we had another set of rad opportunities for the Co-Driver Challenge. And during that year, it was funny because the East Coast fully called me out. If you're an East Coaster, you know who you are. They fully called me out. And they're like, oh, this is a West Coast thing. They don't come to the East Coast. Ladies Off-Road Network doesn't do anything East Coast. So I'm like, wait a second. That's not even true. And so I'm like, here, watch this. And so I put a tour together and we did 26 stops around the country in 2018 to show the East Coasters what was up. And so we went all over the place and did that. And with that, my life changed, and it changed in a major way. And so many of you have gone through life changes. A chapter instantly gets cut whether you want it to or not, and boosh, there's the stamp on the passport, and off you go to the next location, right? And that's what happened in 2018, which opened up some new doors. So in 2019, I went on a 75 stop tour around the country to Full Wheel Parts and gave our 5-hour class. So East Coasters, thank you very much, because that then led into this massive, including Canada, trip that we did in 2019. It was at that point that I had to say no to the Co-Driver Challenge. Like, we did not have time in the calendar to put 3 more massive events into that challenge scene. And so I changed the challenge. And it went into what it looks like similarly today. Of course, it's grown up now that we've learned a lot. But it was 10 challenges plus a 11th bonus, and you had a set amount of time to get it done, just like now, and it was all education based. And so here it was going on, running in the background while I was running all over the country, and it was a great thing. But you could only enter up to the date, and then it was locked in. Those were the ladies that were in the challenge, and the win was for the top 10. We went with the top 10 theme, where you had a 4-day trip with me doing cool things. So we did that in 2019. It was awesome. Then 2020 happened, right? The box popped and everybody got pushed back into the box. Is that how I say it? So 2020 and 2021 were pretty rough for the challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of went with the theme of those couple of years. It still happened, but it wasn't the most amazing execution of it. Let's just be fair and honest. And so that happened, but it still happened-ish. Plus. Fair? Fair. Okay, so then in 2022, I'm like, time out, reset. We are 6 years into Ladies Off-Road Network. Charlene needed a timeout. We needed to understand exactly what needed to happen, and there was a huge reset in 2022, which I think you guys are already feeling the results of, which I'm ultra proud about. And now we are sitting here in 2023 with a rad challenge that has 10 challenges already fully released for anybody and everybody to participate for the next 6 months. They have to be done by August 31st. And now a co-driver challenge on the bucket for one event. We got one event, but you just never know what might happen. So that is the history of the why. Here's the other part of the history of the why, and I think you heard me say it. You don't have to be excellent at what I'm about ready to talk about. The Artemis Rally is a long list of chaosy things. I'm just cheating by looking over at my laptop. It's a 4-day event where we will be navigating. We'll be sleeping in tents, but apparently there's bathrooms and showers at these places. And so it's not really even roughing it. I'm like, really? Like, we don't need all that stuff. Make us not take a shower. Let's see who the tough girls are. But anyways, back to focus. It has all these different elements to it, right? So navigation and canoeing and firearms and archery and axe throwing and whitewater rafting and zip lining and mountain biking and rock climbing and paddleboarding and one-wheel motorized, don't know what that is, kind of scary, and swimming, like all these things to do. And I'm not telling you that you have to be excellent at them. Like, let's talk about archery. I've done archery once, and that was also in the middle of an event. Okay, it was in the middle of an event. I'm like, well, I watched this on TV, and you go like this, and you go like that, and I hit the box, but I'm not going to say it. I don't remember how I did. So the Artemis Rally is awesome. I need a co-driver for it. It can be you. You don't have to be excellent at this list. You have to want to try. You have to want to have the desire. You have to want to have that spirit of the do, right? You have to have that, I'm in a rut and I need to get out of my rut attitude. Fair? Like, I don't know what your story is. Everybody has a different story right now, and some of them are pretty rough. And I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, like, I have a story too, right? And you guys live it with me every single week. So the this Artemis Rally I did put at the bottom of our explanation, and again, if you're in the challenge, you have access to all this right now. If not, it'll be up on our website here shortly. It's significant. The cost for a team is $4,000 of entry. So it's not like it's just a little, hey, let's go do this thing. This is a big deal. The other piece is we have a third teammate, and our third teammate is our vehicle. I'm very thankful for my partnership with BF Goodrich Tires, and they have a vehicle called Brute. And Brute is a JT before a JT was cool. So it was a truck body Jeep back in 2014, way before the JT even existed. It's having work done at Impulse Off-Road with John Williams. That's where Frankie was built and born as well. And they needed to ship it back east. And I caught wind of this, and I'm like, so you need it shipped back east, do you? How about I take the opportunity to transport it, and I'll take it back to the East Coast. And so do you mind if I borrow it for a couple days while I'm on the East Coast and do this quick event, and then we'll drop it off? Yeah, so that's the plan, and I'm super thankful to BFG for working with me on this opportunity to utilize the vehicle and helping them out too. Like, it was a help both ways. So we will be using the Brute, which is a rad BFG Jeep, in order to do it. Okay, now for the details. How to get into the Ladies Co-Driver Challenge. There is a phase 1, and the phase 1 is available if you're already on the challenge. And again, like I said, you do need to be a part of the challenge in order to do this. So here's phase 1. You have to submit a quick intent to apply type scene. Simple questions. I think it starts with your name, your name and where you're from and your phone number. And then, are you available for these days? Like, check your calendars, my friends, right? Travel expenses to and from North Carolina. What's your scene look like? What do you got going on? Current Ladies Off-Road Network membership. You must have one. So it's either lifetime or yearly, and there's a click here in order to check that out. And then, are you participating in the 2023 Ladies Off-Road Challenge? Which the answer is yes, right? It has to be yes. There is a star to that. Unfortunately, because of the way that this is being put together, I am saying that the star reads, you must be a paying member of the 2023 challenge, not a scholarship awardee. So you submit that in. So that's your intent to apply. That like says, okay, she's in, right on, this is rad. And then immediately following, boop, you'll get an email into your inbox that says, all right, here's your questionnaire, and here's where you submit your photos. So you submit a questionnaire. The questionnaire, again, starts off with your name and email, right? And then it says, so, are you good at any of these things? And I basically take that list that I just read off and put them into the scene. And then I think the first one was, actually I can read it here. What does the first one say? Where's it at? Here we go. It says, never tried, interesting, medium, good, or badass. So you can rank yourself on the different things, right? And so in my case, archery, I would honestly put never tried, because I don't think it's fair to say that I'm even, what was the first one? Interesting at it. Okay, so there's that piece of the pie. And then, so you fill this out, and I can actually roll down the form, and then so you fill that out. And then how would you rank yourself with the following? And then it's like competitiveness, self-talk, just tell me a little bit about yourself. And then 3 questions. Why do you want to compete in the Artemis Rally with me? What skill set can you offer our team? Doesn't have to be physical. And what would this opportunity mean to you? And then I asked for 3 questions. One of them is a headshot. So a picture where I can actually see your face. Ladies can see your face. A photo of you having fun off-roading or doing something from the Artemis Rally list. So, if you are into archery, if you're into guns, if you're into swimming, if you're into zip lining, if you're into mountain biking, whatever, I need 2 more pictures of you being a badass doing whatever it is that you do that fits on that list. Okay? Those are due by Friday, April 21st. And I do have a suggestion for you that you get the intent to apply done right away, get this list of questions, and then sit with the questions offline. It is asking you for a paragraph, which in this case is 5 sentences for each one of those. And I really want to have you think about it and invest in yourself for that moment. We will have a Ladies Off-Road Network core panel. I will be on the panel, but it will not just be me. This is the part I don't like about all this. And so we will have a group of panel, and they will all review the questionnaires. This panel will narrow the group down to what we would consider our top 10. I went with the top 10 theme for that one. With that, then, the top 10, this is exciting, and I saw Kristen on here already, and so I'm going to pull together our 2016, 17, and 18 Co-Driver Challenge ladies, the ones that went on events with me, and Christy went to SEMA, so she counts, and I'm going to see what their schedules look like for the week of May 1st, and those ladies are going to become our second panel. So the top 10 will then have a 15-minute interview with the ladies that have been my co-drivers in the past at opportunities, and they'll have some questions for you. You might have some questions for them. It could get very entertaining. And so then those ladies, not me, we'll bring it down to the top 5. The top 5, this is where I'm going to say we're going to go way old school because I haven't seen this happen in a while, and we're bringing it back. So we're going to highlight our top 5 ladies and put them out to social media and say, look at these rad women. You all pick which one's going to be my co-driver. Who are you sending to the Artemis Rally in North Carolina with me to be a part of the Ladies Off-Road Network and BFG team? I'm excited about this part too because I think everybody needs to know how rad you are. And so now we go back to the likes, comments, and shares, that whole thing that we used to do way back in the day, Facebook, Instagram, and then we'll also do it within our own internals as well. So that if you're in that part, then you're supporting the 5 ladies via social media. That will be the week of May 8th. At that point, whoever is selected to be my co-driver, yay, you got 2 weeks and we gotta go. So if you're a planner and you want to put your name in the hat and you have a job or something, you should probably tell your boss that you're penciling out for that time, and then you can even release the time back in. Start like lining up your mother-in-law in order to come take care of the kids. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but I would pre-plan and then release the time back as you go. So getting all of that together. That is the co-driver challenge for 2023. I'm super excited about it. It is available right now if you're part of the challenge. If you're not, you need to be a part of it, and even to submit. If you want to read more, you'll be able to have that opportunity here shortly. I'll have it up on the website. But if you want to submit, you need to be a part of the challenge, which is ladiesoffroadchallenge.com, in order to do that. Well, you're in there. All 10 of the challenges have been released. So we are in a phase right now where you are editing them for me, right? Any questions that you have, I need to know by Monday. So you guys have the next 5 days while I disappear for the spring skills camp, and read, question. Help me understand. I've got some great questions. I've updated a couple things based on questions, so I love it. And then next week we will throw up the PDFs where you have your checklist, and you'll be able to get going where you can go on and start figuring out which one that you're going to get done by your April 30th deadline. Remember, you have your first one due April 30th, all right? Your social media is up there, your co-driver's up there, and we're doing Spring Skills Camp this week, and then we are off to Moab. So Moab is in a week and a half, not stressful at all, in a week and a half. So the Moab plan, let me flip my paper back to the Moab plan. It has not changed much from last week. We do have a trail training if you'd like to join us, April 1st and 2nd, and then Monday, we will be participating in the Tread Lightly project. So if you're in town and would like to hang out, let's do that. That's a trail project. On Wednesday, we will be participating in the Tread Lightly and Onyx movie night. That's going to be a lot of fun. And remember, if you're in the challenge, and challenge number 10 has 10 projects, one of those projects can be putting a movie together for this opportunity. That movie is due next Wednesday. What is that? March 29th. I got it on my calendar too. Yeah, I told him mine will be in March 29th at 11:59 p.m. So if you beat me, do it. I dare you to beat me. Get it in ahead of time, right? And then Thursday and Friday will be around the vendor show, doing cool things around there, just hanging out, talking to people. Friday morning from 6:30 to 10:30 is our big ladies hello meet and greet pass-through session. As you're going out to the trail, as things are happening, come buy Sweet Cravings at the far end of town, have a coffee with us, enjoy the environment, meet me, let's talk about the challenge, let's talk about the co-driver challenge, let's talk about the upcoming convention. When you guys are at the Spanish Trails Arena for the vendor show, just do me a quick favor and turn around in there and look around and imagine what our Ladies Off-Road Convention is going to look like, Ladies Networks Convention is going to look like in September. Like, big time! I know! And you guys have your calendars locked out, right? September 11th to 15th, that's the middle of the week. And the weekends are the certification weekends. Yes. All right. So that is pretty much our outline for Moab. If you are going, let me know. There's a couple other sneak peek spots in there that I can get you in. And then remember, it's still International Women's Month. We do have our Rugged Radios deep discount going on this month, so message me if you're looking for radios. We got some ladies rocking and rolling with the GMRS and got them going this month. But if you missed the memo, make sure that you get that into me. I am disappearing for the next 5 days, but this is where I will be. This is my scenery. This is my scenery for the next 5 days. I'm so excited. And I am giving 100% of my time to the ladies that have committed to coming to a hands-on skills camp. Like, if anybody's been around me when I do events like this, you know I am committed to you. So those of you that are online, please have some patience, as I might respond to you in the middle of the night. Sorry if I wake you up with a ding. Or it might be a day or two before I can get back to you in a proper manner. I just want to make sure that what we have going on here is the most excellent experience possible, which you will respect when you come to a hands-on opportunity with us as well. Okay, that's my update for today. Yes. Yeah. So thank you for joining us a little bit early tonight. There's a lot going on. I'm so excited. Okay. Ladies Co-Driver Challenge, Ladies Challenge, Ladies Spring Skills Camp, Moab Skills Camp, Ladies Off-Road, Ladies Networks Convention, because we have the Ladies Camping Network coming. We got everybody coming. It's a big deal right now. Yep. Okay. That's what I got. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you next Tuesday, if not before, online. Have fun and challenge, ladies. Get busy. I need you to get our edits to me before Monday. All right? All right. Have a great week, everybody.